Hello, hello, fellow emoji spammers. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, we see the little emojis. Spam him. Spam him harder. So, how was your day, folks? Hi. He's spamming hard. Alright. So, let's resume. I'm a bit sleepy, but apart from that, I'm doing well. Pretty well. I gave a thought or two to what we were currently cooking. So we're gonna be able to maybe cook a little bit harder. So, one of our problem was that we had to manage the pointers separately. So, from my understanding, the pointers may have like special abilities of their own. So, you can do something like this. So you could do a const for the pointer, const x, and then have like equals this, right? So you can have a constant pointer or a constant variable, like that's a valid thing. Now, I've never seen this, but if it's valid, I guess I need to parse for it. And another thing that I need to keep in mind is that const is probably not the only thing that we can apply separately from a pointer to something else. So we have to think about it. So my solution for now should probably be to just keep inside of my table an extra slot. So I would have like one slot for a standard variable and another slot for the pointer, if ever we have a pointer. So this would resolve our issue pretty easily without me having to redo a bunch of things. So this is where we're going with this. So let's actually implement this, right? Because now we have tspec and we're going to create tspec-p, okay? It's a brand new thing, which is tspec pointer. Here we go. Okay. So we're just going to set all of this up so that we don't have any weird issues. Okay. Nope. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so this one we have solved. I just want my M tags to look like something so that we can like change them easily. Let me copy that over because I'm lazy. It's getting hot in here. My ass be like, having internet during an outage? What? But you're probably all on some satellite internet. But indeed, it's not a fun thing to have an outage. Hoping every day that the Russian don't get to you. Send more bombs. Oh, okay. Got it. Makes sense. My brain is working on power savings right now. I got the new ADHD med prescription and I can code again. Based. Which one? I'm on Concentra. Well, 2 megabytes a second is not that bad. Could be worse. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's getting bad. Ripperoni. Oh, that's great. Oh, based. I think I'm on 81 milligrams. I'm not going to go any higher. But you need to start low with these kind of things. So, yeah, take your time with it. Everybody is different. And we gotta respect our bodies and our brain. Alrighty. Alrighty, so this doesn't work there because magic. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. What is Kyivstar? Is this your internet provider? Mobile network. Okay. Sounds like a pain. Is there like a mobile provider that people like? Alright, I need to stop looking at these things. I'm out here trying to become a global gigamine. Know all the business names. But no, okay. This is not what I should do. This is not what I... Where are they? Okay. Okay, alright. Let's think about design. Let's think about design. Okay. So, let's start drawing this out. Just think about it a bit. Can I put the whole screen black? Oh, that's nice. Alright, we got it. Okay, so we're starting, our very start is we find... This is how our parser works right now. So first thing we do is we find a function definition. Why? Because that's the thing that we're parsing now. So a funcdef. After that, we take some information out of that and we store it into an array. Or a list if you prefer. Once we have all of the information from our funcdef, we go into the argument of said funcdef. We should probably like filter the type and do all these things with it too. But we're going to look at that a little bit later. But let's talk about the arguments. So we go into the arguments. Then we should loop through these arguments. We should detect what types the args are. So let's call it arg1, arg2. Oops. arg2. So we need the type. And if it is a pointer, we shouldn't, we need also the info about the pointer itself. Alright. This makes sense. Now from a code point of view, this part right here, that parses the type, the pointer and all that, should probably be reusable, right? I should be able to just shove a cursor into it, and it should spit me out those two values. So let's make this. Okay. There was one here, but it got bought by Vodafone. They had unlimited regular SIM internet. Well, the big thing is, it is very common, at least in Canada, for like the big brand, the big, well, it's all a monopoly in Canada, but it is common for them to like create small brands with good deals. But yeah, you need to go around and buy around. It's kind of complicated. I'm planning to transfer my number to another provider. The prices are exorbitant for the plan. They're looking for and want to make more expensive. And the speed is on par with Bangladesh. Is this like some shade thrown at Bangladesh? What's wrong with Bangladesh? As for Vodafone, I don't know. They have good speed, but the prices are high. Don't know them. We don't have them over here. Yep, that's right. We don't like them. Okay, where is Get Pointy? Alright, but that's a type thing, right? Shoot. I'm having a hard time, brothers and sisters. My brain has a hard time running. Fuck it, let's make it complicated. Let's make it complicated. Okay, that's for the function declaration. After that, we go down into the arguments. We have our list that's right here. So here we were putting some shit into it. We should probably return or remove that. So we need the spelling. Okay, this is a loop. This is great. We need the spelling. We need to know if these things are right. Okay, so let's create the bitmap thing. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because these things worked. Alright. Now we need to replace cursor by toddlers. We're not talking about Toblerone. Are you planning on making a modular structure, or will everything be in one file? Yeah, I'm thinking about a modular structure at some point. Well, I'm already like kind of building it kind of modular. It's just that I don't bother putting it in multiple files, right? I have classes for things. I try to separate things a little bit. It's just that it sounds dumb, but right now I'm not building with in my mind thinking that this is permanent. In my mind, I'm more or less okay, this is how I build my project because I'm new to things. I build something when I'm stuck somewhere where it won't like advance, where it won't go forward. I just delete everything and do it again, but with what I've learned previously. So this is still with that in mind that I'm doing this. There is a high chance that, like, in a week, I'll dump half of this code and rewrite it because I'll see some critical thing that I effed up on. It's just that right now because I did that so often, it seems to just go easier. Anyway, I'm over answering here. Okay. Okay. Bitmap, and let's do bitmap pointer. Okay. That's fair. Maybe I'm schizophrenic and I'm not answering at all. Okay, is const method. Is this something that actually exists for types too? Or is this like just a meme? So how should I know if this is a const? Oh yeah, it's the thing here, is const method. Well, that was dumb. Is the thing is const qualified? That's the thing. Okay, okay. Let's stop being a little bit of a dummy here, okay? Whew. That was ready dumb statement. Okay. All right, let's do an if toddler pointer my favorite operator, the walrus operator. So we're going to take our toddler, we're going to derive our type from it. So we do type, then we do get pointee or something like that. No, I cannot Google. Okay. Okay, so I'll need my parentheses for get pointee. All right. So this should give me the pointer if there's one. If there is none, it will return none. So it won't go down the if. So then at this point, I should be able to modify the pointer by asking it question. So first thing that I should be able to do would be set something inside of it so that we know that it exists. Have I made my int just a standard int? Because then we could put it negative. Or do we really want to do that? Let's just put a 1 at the start and live with the consequences, I guess. Nah, no, let's put it negative. Let's put it negative. Where am I? Okay. How could I put 0 negative? That's retarded. Oh, that's good. I was trying to put 0 negative. Alright. Big brain, bro. Big brain. Okay, let's put the first value. Okay, then we probably can ask more question from the type. From the pointer type. Like the isConst thing. Yeah, isConst qualified, that's a good thing. Alright. Okay. Is there more that we can get out of type? Probably more. Guess I just don't give a shit enough about it. Okay. Okay, and the children of those, the toddleron, were not interesting. So we can delete the toddlerons. Yeah, this is a high quality stream we have right now. Holy. Alright, let's delete all of this. Okay, let's run something for the first time of the day. It should work. So what we are expecting here is to be able to know when something is a const. At least when the pointer itself is one. Which we were not able to do before. Alright, I think that makes sense. So here, because it's a pointer, we have the 1 bit, well, the bit at the 1 position that is enabled. True. Let's just check that line. Get on the line LE16. So that one. Okay. So what are we expecting? So the pointer is a, well, the pointee. Shit. This is such a logic too complicated for today. Okay, const void. The pointee should be a const. And we should have the thing ticked off to say that it is, that we have a pointer. So this is right. This is well stored. Let's go down deeper. Try to find another example. So put it on the line LE16. Let's go check at what it looks here. So we should have val, the first one. The first one shouldn't be a pointer. So here we're having an issue, right? Because it says 1, but it shouldn't. So that means that this piece of code right here is not doing its job. So let's actually print this. to see what it returns us. And then we're just going to test this instead. All right. So we should be able to... Oh, it probably returns an array with a none in it. Oh man, if that's it, it's dumb. All right. Let's have a look. It returns a type object. What? Well, yes. Hmm. I'm confused. So when I call get pointy, like, look, these should be different. And they are. Okay, I'm just dumb. It's okay. So how do we know if they're a pointer or not? If they always return something? Damn. So I was expecting the get pointer thing, well, get pointy, to only return if there's actually something, and if not, say none. But no, it turns out that get pointy is there for another reason. So let's search. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. For pointer types, return the type of the pointee. Okay. Nice. Oh, I bet this this should return like a none, but that's somewhat encoded into a type. All right, we need to see how from result works. From result. Result in the type. Randomly join this stream, or are you getting full type information, resolving macro type defs, etc.? Or are you just walking the AST? I'll need to make something for the macros and the type defs, but for now I'm just dipping around in the AST. I looked a little bit about what Bootlin did, because they have a solutions for the macros, at least somewhat. So I'll need to get into how this works. The type defs, I think through the AST I'll be able to survive that, if I just do the database correctly. But yeah, for now, only AST. INED. My big problem right now is that I'm trying to get the pointer working, and it's not working. Because it always returns, even if there's nothing. Like, if there's no pointer, it still returns. So, I'm kind of confused, I guess. I guess I'll check into the documentation, and we'll see. But today, OOF software, it's a low IQ stream, so don't expect me to be big brain. We might game if I'm not able to be productive. I think we can click on these. Yeah, docs. Okay. So where are type? Okay, so it really just... Oh, it just reads the source code. No more information from me. Okay. Be the true gamer. With Intel Core i7, you're just getting started. Oh man, those ESL publicities were unhinged. Made you feel as if you were going to, like, shoot down at school or something. Unhinged. Oh my lord, okay, we can test this. Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, we can test this. I added and I deleted it. I don't want to push the expectation on you. I guess it's a fun project for you, and it should stay that way. Oh, no, no, no. Push it. Push it, my friend. I am somebody that pushes my expectation of myself way too high. And the way that I work is that I just bang my head against the wall until I get there. Oh man, that's a thing that we can do? Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. I like this. I like this a lot. That sounds like a setup I want to be part of. Okay, so here with the kind. Okay. Okay. Did you see Brody's video on his email he received? No? Why is it interesting? Is he down another conspiracy or something? Fucking Brody. He triggers me sometime. Very funny, watch. You'll pee your pants laughing. Okay, we fix this and we watch, okay? We'll do some dumb moment. Alright, this should work. This is some disgusting code, my friend. Holy. I'm ready. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. Whoop, whoop. Why is Brody Robertson bad? It's not that he's bad. He's he does that thing. It's a brain rot. He does that populist thing where he's just going to like there's going to be a retard slinging shit, and there's going to be somebody who has passed his life making code and actually being a productive person. And he's going to be the type of person who will do, oh, I don't know, who is good, I don't know. And it's like, come on. Like, we know. Or he's going to look at, like, some big institutions, like the Linux Foundation, and he's going to shit on it. And you're like, what are you doing? What a waste. So, iWatchka is funny. That's fair. Right, I'm just triggered. That's all there is to it, okay? I'm just big triggered. For information, I go tunnel or Nick. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to elaborate. Nick from the Linux Experiment, Michael Tunnel from Destination Linux. Oh, okay, I understand. Your phrasing just like skipped my brain, but I get it now. Okay, I get it. I don't know. I don't really follow them, but well, the Linux Experiment. I've seen something from him, and it looks good. Like there, I mean, I haven't seen a lot. I've seen more of Brody. Freezing brain my skips by a lot. Thank you. I took some damage reading that, okay? Took some deep damage. Ooh! Okay, my thing's not working, even though it should. Oh, I forgot type. Oh man. I'm getting triggered at nothing. No! Maple! What are you doing? I just come here to troll. Oh my god, you haven't been here often. Normally we're 10 people just throwing shit at me to make me want to call them retards. So, yeah, that's where we are. It's calm today and it's great. All right, it works. Okay, it works. What's the video you were talking about? We're taking a pause, okay? We're taking a pause. Okay. Let's see what the F our main guy has to say. No, shut up, okay? I'll have enough of your voice in a minute. Okay. If it's not funny within the first 30 seconds, I skip, okay? It better be funny.
You know, it's not that often I get absolutely deranged emails.
Okay, fuck
it
you.
Sometimes does happen, and when it does happen, well, there's something. There's definitely something. Other times you have a so-called little bird, a birdie, an avis, some sort of avian creature who is a big troublemaker on the Phoronix forums. Anyone who frequents them knows exactly who I'm talking about, who pretends like all of these different accounts are different people, and then if you acknowledge that they are the same person, gets very, very annoyed with you and starts claiming you doxed them, even though they literally have connections between the accounts.
Okay, Phoronix is unhealthy, okay? You must not look at the comments, please don't. Never go into the comments section of Phoronix. If you want to know why Kent Overstreet is unhinged, he lives in the comments section of Phoronix.
In their profile page. But that's an older thing. I've talked about that over on the React channel. That is Brody Robertson Reacts. However, at least those are somewhat grounded in reality. Because I have no idea what is happening.
And also, I discriminate against accents, and that accent is triggering me.
With Socrates of Athens. Yes. Socrates of Athens. That is what this person is going by. You know, that philosopher that died like 2,400 years ago. Yeah. So, this is the first email.
Oh my.
400
Does he read
ago.
it?
Yeah. So, this is the...
Oh no.
first email I received. And, well, I'm not going to read the entire thing. I might leave all of the text in, like, a paste bin or something, because I don't know, firstly, what they're saying. Secondly, why? What is going on? Why they're saying it? But before we get to that, did you know I have a podcast? I post about it.
No. Okay. Let me guess. It's a guy that says that like the earth is falling on him. Okay, let's read. Dear Brody, I must start with praise of your virtue. You have promoted many good things, including arch defense technology to fight user repository malware, moral worth to combat nihilism, and many other decent action. However, I also have many opposition aspect to you despite how I love you. You promoted dangerous misconception like famous thought, e.g. God is dead, eternal return. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Man does not seek after happiness, only Englishman does that. Another niche idea. Famous thought deceived the vulgar masses, including the gay, scientists, joyful. Okay. That's somebody who's schizophrenic. You get that, right? When you're a YouTuber and somebody watches enough of you, they're going to become unhinged, and it always takes like this this form, right? So it always does the same thing. So it starts with the praise, then it goes into like 2 lines of explanation, like a quote unquote explanation, and it ends up being insane shit. But this is schizophrenia. This guy needs help. That's all this is. Yeah. I don't know. Should I be triggered if he juices this for fucking 16 minutes?
First email I received, and well, I'm not going to read the entire thing. I might leave all of the text in like a paste bin or something because I don't know. Firstly, what they're saying. Secondly, tech over tea.
I don't care.
Spreading misconceptions about philosophy, ethics, and zoology. I must start with praise of your virtues. You have promoted many good things, including
Why do you read this?
how I love it is the fictional character. Somehow Nietzsche is involved in here as well. Also, don't think I did any of that, so not sure what you're talking about. Famous editions of 5 through him, like I don't. For some reason he talks about babies. I to the span. Like this is. I don't look. Did some of this stuff happen? I don't know. Why are we talking about Richard Dawkins now eating baby snake? What is the beginning? Important question about involvement in criminal acts with Richard. Possible involvement in drugs. No. Athens for years of eternal damnation. Thank you for engaging. Socrates was dragged into this as well. Now, Nick has not responded, but for some reason, I have achieved contact with Nick and am still investigating a possible connection with Dawkins. He just tagged him on Mastodon. Now, you is the sentence longer now? If you continue contact with Richard Dawkins.
I'm sorry if I I have decided to stop watching Brody. No, but it's just like, look, okay, I'm just going to speak instead of like only thinking. The thing is, he knows what this is, right? He knows that this is just a mentally ill person that is becoming unhinged, right? Like he knows, right? And giving time to this, like maybe it just doesn't show much. It's easy to laugh, but I should not. No. Ned, let me be clear. There's nothing bad laughing about a schizophrenic person, okay? It's just that maybe it's me. Maybe it's just my like maybe I'm the issue, okay? I'm a big believer in my society, okay? I'm a big believer in my country and my people and that how everybody should be like taken care of and have all they need. And this person needs fucking help. So I look at this and I'm like, whew, this guy doesn't need to be laughed at. He needs to be institutionalized. So it just feels a bit weird, like to that he would like parade this thing as a circus animal, but also, like, I've watched 2 minutes of this. Right? I wonder. Can somebody, like, this is a person suffering from schizophrenia. This is in poor taste. I'm not the only one thinking like this, it turns out. Like, and like the problem is, okay. Whew. Average it's X Libre user. True. The mail could be a shitpost, but it seems to be too sophisticated. I found the absurdity in the idea themselves funny, but I didn't need to be reminded that there is a person behind this. Well, yeah, but look, I'm not the type of person who gives a shit about who people's laugh about. It's just that I don't know. There's more. Okay, okay. Let me just make my thesis on Brody and why he's triggering me. Brody, what he does is very simple. Is he goes on Phoronix, he goes on all the Linux news website. He tries to find something easy to make a video on because he has to do a video a day, right? He does what? A video a day. He has like 14 freaking channels. So he's got to make some shit up, right? He's got to just find something to speak about. So when you're in that mindset, I know I did it, right? I did it in the past. When you're in that mindset, the quality goes from like you have some integrity to you don't give a shit anymore. And the problem that I have with Brody is that there is a lot of things where if you were to research into it, if you were to do what I did in some case, to like try to understand more how something works, there is no debate. There is no like, oh, this is bad or this is good. There is just a true story, a true thing that's happening, and maybe even the struggle of some people that are truly trying to make things better for a community. But here we're going to like portray this as something else because we just need to put out a story. So this is what is triggering me from him, is that he has those clickbait things, but when we click on it, it's like, it's just not true. And at one time, like I think a year ago, I fell on 2 of his videos that were like blatantly lies, where I was like, man, I'm just going to like subscribe, and like if he puts out another one like this, I'll just fucking make an expose. And yeah. So anyway, but I didn't went forward with it. Was like, I had a better thing to do, I guess. It's just frustrating. But it is frustrating just because I would like everybody in this space, everybody that's making Linux videos, to have a baseline of research, and that would be fun to me. Like that would be something that I find more entertaining. Hi Isaac. We're judging the fuck out of this guy. What are we doing today? Ned Ned gave me a video idea and I roasted the fuck out of it. I'm a vibe killer, okay? I love you, Ned. But I don't know. I don't even know if I want to watch anything else. Like it's... Oh my. I don't know. Let me just scroll a bit. I want to see if I find something that I already saw, just so we can like see one that is actually absurd. Well, I could probably click on anyone and it would be... And Ned, let me be clear, okay? I don't want you to feel bad. You don't need to feel bad. We are all humans, okay? We thrive on slop. We thrive on seeing things that are fun for our brains. And it turns out that this kind of thing is addictive. It is, right? It is like chips for the brain. Like your favorite candy. So you don't have to feel bad about liking these things. What I would just like more people to do is to actually think about what is being said. And then, like, oh, I think that's the one. That's the one that fucking triggered me, bro. Oh man, I think we're going in. Oh boy. I have something funny. Apple hairbag is the search term. We can look afterward, but I think I'm going to get triggered as hell.
The day has finally come. Microsoft is here to embrace, extend, and finally extinguish. You are all right. Microsoft could never be trusted. Now that I have your attention, let's talk about a fun situation that happened in the Linux kernel recently. So, the Linux kernel of today is not a hobby project. There are hobbyists that work on it, don't get me wrong, but it is not the project of the 90s where Linus was just hanging out at university, arguing on mailing lists and BBS forums with professors over whether Linux was a good idea, whether a monolithic kernel was a good idea, and all the fun stuff that we've talked about before. Today, everyone from Google to Red Hat to Amazon to Intel to Nvidia, and of course, even Microsoft contribute code to the Linux kernel. It's in everyone's best interest to have this one open source project that everybody contributes to that powers a lot of the world's computing, even if not on the desktop itself. Yeah, I do use Linux on the desktop, but let's be honest, most people don't, and it is getting more popular thanks to gaming, but it's probably never going to be at the scale of something like Windows. But with so many companies contributing to one project, along with the pretty negative history that Microsoft has with Linux, go back to the early 2000s, have a look at the Halloween documents. You know, Microsoft back then just wasn't exactly a big fan. They've very much changed their tune because they realized, you know, how much money they can save by being involved in Linux and how much people want to use Linux and how much money they can make.
Okay. So, maybe, Ned, this is for you, okay? Look how long the freaking framing is here, okay? So now he's framing. What he's saying here is, well, at the start he's making this statement where, as if like Microsoft was trying to kill Linux, which we'll see, right? And now he's like talking about the past where Microsoft was big bad and they wanted to kill Linux, but now they know that it's in their interest. But like he's like going over like a bunch of things. Let's look at what he's going to actually talk about. What's the news? Because right now he's not doing news, he's doing history, right? I do this in my videos too. I do a lot of background things. I talk about a lot of shit, but this is like either filler or some background about the history. But what is important about background when you put something in a video is background about something that is important to it, that is related, okay? So let's go into it.
From supporting Linux and all that fun stuff, but sometimes you get these patch sets from a Microsoft developer which cause a massive regression in kernel security, almost make their way into a production release before thankfully being caught by an Intel and AMD engineer testing out code and realizing that, nobody actually checked this. This all
Okay. So now he makes his big thing, okay? This is the news. The news is... One, okay, first fact, let's note it down. Based. Okay, let's note it down, okay? We can, I don't know, let's open this shit up. Okay, let's note this down, okay? First argument that he's making, okay? He's saying Microsoft engineer that sent a patch that broke the kernel, almost, what we can say, almost made it to me, to the main line, okay? And it was unchecked, okay? So those are his statement for now, okay? Those are what he says, okay? So let's see Right now, he has all this background about Microsoft being bad, but right now they are inside of the Linux kernel because they need to. And he's made these statements, okay? Those are pretty freaking insane statements. So let's see. Let's see what it is.
Stems from a patch set by Mike Rappaport. Rappapo. I don't know how to say it properly. Regardless, this is a Microsoft developer. Now, this is a Microsoft developer that has a kernel.org address. This makes it a little bit more annoying.
Okay. Let's see what we see here, okay? Let's just have a brain, okay? So here, what's the date? What's the date, my friend? I'll tell you because maybe it's small on screen. It is Wednesday, the 23rd of October, 2024. The video, I don't know when. When is it made? January 16, 2025. Okay. Okay, so there's a bit of a delay there. There's a couple of months of distance, right? That's
annoying to confirm they are. However, looking at their LinkedIn, they have been at Microsoft for the past 7 months. Previously to that, they've been at like IBM and various other places though. So yes, it is a Microsoft developer.
okay. Let's go back on this, okay? Let's go back and think about this again.
This all stems from a patch set by Mike Rappaport. Rappapo. I don't know how to say it properly. Regardless, this is a Microsoft developer. Now, this is a Microsoft developer that has a kernel.org address. This makes it a little bit more annoying to confirm they are. However, looking at their LinkedIn, they have been at Microsoft for the past 7 months. Previously to that, they've been at like IBM and various other places though. So yes, it...
Okay, past 7 months on Microsoft, okay? Okay, so past 7 months, the dev that we're talking about, Rappaport or whatever his name is, okay? Do we have his name somewhere? Mike Rappaport. Okay, Mike Rappaport. Here we go. Okay, let's look into it.
It is a Microsoft developer. This version of the patch set is from when they're at Microsoft. We'll get to it being version 7 in just a moment, because that ruins my fun, but don't worry about that.
Oh. Okay, it ruins his fun. That it's a patch 7. Okay.
These patches add support for using large ROX pages for allocations of executable memory on x86. ROX in this context stands for read-only executable. Now again, take note of the version 7. This version of the patch set was released on the 23rd of October, 2024. However, the very first version, the RFC sent up to the Linux kernel, this is from April 11th, 2024. So at that time, yes, he was still...
Okay. So this thing was created April 11th, 2024, when he wasn't working at Microsoft. Okay. Okay, he states it. He states it. So let's just give it to the guy, but like, okay. So was working at IBM when the thing was programmed. Okay. Because let's be honest, right? The first patch of the thing is the important one. It's the one where you make the big thing happen, right? At least most of it.
Still an IBM employee, he had not yet started at Microsoft. But we will get into something a little bit later that does keep it involved with Microsoft. Do not worry about that.
Oh,
the approach
okay.
taken is
That
allocate
does give
ROX
it
memory
info.
along with writable but not executable memory and use the writable copy to perform relocations and alternative patching. After the module text gets into its final shape, the content of the writable memory is copied into the actual ROX location using text poking. Now, after 7 public iterations and 8 if you want to include the RFC, most of the issues have been ironed out. However, I did say there was one thing tied to being at Microsoft for this regression being introduced.
Okay.
The patch with the regression was not there at the start. That patch was first introduced in patch version 6. That was October 16th, 2024. At that time, still at Microsoft. We're back, boys. So the problematic patch in question is patch number 8. Enable ROX caches for module text on 64-bit. Enable execmems cache of PMD-sized pages mapped as ROX for module text allocations on 64-bit. The one part that's really, really important, though, is this line right here. Select Arch has execmem ROX if x86 64. So basically, enable this on this. Now, this patch was reviewed by Lewis Chamberlain. If my search is correct, I believe he is a sampling employee. I don't know what kind of review he did, but this patch never should have made it this far. It never should have been in a position where it was about to be merged because...
Okay. We have the expert opinion. And we're talking about patch 8 here. Okay. Okay. This patch should have never made it this far. Patch 8.
It's very clearly not working correctly. And luckily, it didn't make it any further. So this was submitted on October 23, 2024. The problem was spotted January 12th, 2025. Luckily, the patch had not yet been...
Okay. Already? Am I retarded? But is this insanely long? Okay, if the bug is that obvious, and it really shouldn't have made its way, how the fuck did it take 3 months in order to get there?
Been merged, otherwise this would have caused a much bigger problem. This is just someone who is testing things out early. So this person from Intel noticed a bit of a regression. The regression is not actually the core problem though, it's just another symptom. This breaks resume from hibernation on my older Lake laptop. Fortunately, this still reverts cleanly. P still managed to catch the following oops, seems to blow up on bringing up the second HT of the second P core for whatever reason. This is just a side effect. This is a problem, right? Yeah, hibernation not working, yeah, big deal. But like, not actually the main issue here. Following that, an AMD developer chimed in, thinking that a patch from a few days ago may have addressed it. That being this one right here. Fix ROX cache usage in Zen PV guests. The ROX cache does not assume support for large pages, it just had a bug when dealing with base pages, and the patch below should fix it. Restricting ROX cache only for configurations that support large pages makes sense on its own because there's no real benefit from the cache on such systems, but it does not fix the issue, but rather covers it up. And that patch did not, in fact, fix the problem. Still blows up with that one. And then another Intel developer chimed in, realizing kinda what the problem was. There's definitely breakage with that modular writable address nonsense in alternative.c that will not be fixed by that patch. The very simplest thing at this point is to remove select arch has exec mem rocks if x86-64 and then try again next cycle. Clearly it's not working, so just block it for now and then move on until later. Now this email by itself isn't actually a patch, so the following email was a patch that actually went and made that change. Now the real point of concern here is some of the CFI variants crash and burn. CFI stands for Control Flow Integrity. There is an implementation of this in the kernel known as Control Flow Enforcement Technology CET Shadow Stack. Control Flow Enforcement Technology CET covers several related x86 processor features.
Okay. Let's just Okay. 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 Let's just ignore this. Let's just I'm being too technical here, but the issue is not with Shadow Stack.
Protect both applications and the kernel. CET introduces Shadow Stack and Indirect Branch Tracking, IBT. A Shadow Stack is a secondary stack allocated from memory which cannot be directly modified by applications. When executing a call instruction, the processor pushes a return...
Like the problem is that he doesn't understand what he reads. It's clear, right? Like, you cannot put Shadow Stack and IBT inside of the same phrase without saying that they're two different technologies that operate completely differently. They're just in the same family of things. They solve the same type of issues, right? Anybody that have seen my kernel videos knows IBT is the thing that prevents you from jumping to a location that you don't want to using an indirect jump. And shadow stacks are there so that you don't screw your stack, and the address at the top of your stack is what you can return at like block location. But the way that he speaks, he clearly doesn't know, right? He's just reading.
Return address to both the normal stack and the shadow stack. Upon function return, the processor pops the shadow stack copy and compares it to the normal stack copy. If the two differ, the processor raises a control protection fault. IBT verifies indirect call/JMP targets are intended as marked by the compiler with ENDBR opcodes. Not all CPUs have both shadow stack and indirect branch tracking. Today, in the 64-bit kernel, only user space shadow stack and kernel IBT are supported. So shadow stack helps protect against an attack known as return-oriented programming, and indirect branch tracking for call or jump-oriented programming. Both of these have considerable amounts of documentation from people who are considerably smarter than I am, so I'll leave some links in the description down below. assuming that I don't forget to. Now, our AMD developer from earlier is annoyed this even happened in the first place in this email right here. I just love it how this went in without a single x86 maintainer ACK. It broke a bunch of things, and then it is still there instead of getting reverted. Let's not do this again, please. It's funny for me, right? Like, I get to make a dumb video like this, but I can understand why if you're in this position, you probably just don't want to deal with it. You want to make sure that things are all signed off correctly, the correct people are checking things, and things are in, hopefully, a good state by the time they make it here. This is never going to happen. There will never come a time where things are actually checked before they make their way into a project. Whether it's the Linux kernel, whether it's something else, there's always going to be regressions from patches because the correct people don't check things, because the correct tests aren't run, because
it's on purpose, my
that's
friend.
just the way it is. But hey, at least for that person that was having those hibernation issues, this does fix their problem. So good for them, I guess. This was just a dumb little fun video that I wanted to do. And hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Things like this just randomly happen in the kernel. It's always fun to it's always fun to peek into that world and just see what's going on in there. So if you like the video, go like the video. And if you really like the video and you want to become one of these amazing people over here, check out the Patreon, subscribe.
Okay. Here, I'm not saying that this guy, Brody, is a bad person. I'm just saying that he is producing slop, right? This is his job. This is what he's doing. This is... like, and it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing bad at it, right? Everybody makes their living in some way and, like, does things and, like, good for him. Good for him. But here, like, there is so many... like, if you're interested into making Linux folks more smart, into actually trying to understand how it works, like... when I make a kernel video, okay, right now my standard is garbage for kernel video. I hate myself at the end of my videos because I'm like, holy shit, I should have done so much more. But like, when I see, oh my god, we're talking about this. Okay, so let's go into like the history of this. Let's go into how this actually works. Like, not just like read this thing and then like try to on the spot say something, but actually understand it, what it fixes. So right now, have we talked about Spectre? Have we talked about like any of this? We have not. We have not. We have not learned anything, right? We have just read this, and what he knows is he knows that the people that look his videos are not people that know how this works. So they're just going to pass through. They're just going to sit there and listen and adopt the framing that he's giving. So let's actually just go look, okay? Let's go look at the patch, okay? What is this patch? What is this? What this patch says is it said inside of kconfig, it says select the new feature if you have x86-64. What that means is that when he says, oh, the patch 8 was untested, let's just go back into what he said, okay? This patch should have never made it this far, talking precisely about patch 8. When he says that, the patch that he's pointing to is the thing that enables the patch. He's literally pointing at, okay, let's say that I open up the light bulb, I open up the light with the light switch, and then my light explodes. Will I point at the light switch saying, this is the issue? Bro, what a dumb bitch. And further than that, he blames Microsoft at the start. Like, the loading, dude. Calm the fuck down.
The day has finally come. Microsoft is here to embrace, extend, and finally extinguish.
My friend, keep it... what? The guy works at Microsoft now, but he works at Microsoft after, like, he's... okay, so what we're saying is the guy wired the whole house, he put the light bulbs in, and now works for Microsoft, puts the switch on, and now it's Microsoft's fault. I'm going to become unhinged. Like, everything he said is not true. So, Microsoft engineers sent a patch that broke the kernel. It didn't make its way far enough to break anything. There is some testing inside of the kernel. This is why we have release candidates. This is why they exist, is to find these bugs that don't apply to all hardware. So it almost makes it made its way. Okay, and what if it would have made its way? It's a new feature. Who gives a fuck? We're supposed to like know that it's a bug by the bug actually showing itself on some specific hardware where the issue can arise. It has been unchecked. That's how the fuck would you know about that? How? How would you know that it has been unchecked? I'm just going to go through this, okay? Past 7 months on Microsoft, and like, he's coded the whole fucking thing as IBM. He's put the switch on as Microsoft. Alright. Should have never made it this far. And the patch that he's pointing to when he's talking about that is the patch that puts the switch on. Brody is addicted to nerd rage. Yes. Summary, it's a nothing burger. Yes. Like I could if I wanted to make an argument that it's not good because he's probably like contributing to possible harassment of like the actual kernel devs that do some job, and that they get some emails from unhinged people that are like, you're trying to break the kernel, you Satanist, Microsoft, child rapist. And it's like, come on. Anyway, he just triggers me, okay? He just triggers me. Single bug that may have in theory been exploitable. Almost it main CIA, FBI, Chinese people. Your mom is live on Chatterbait. Thanks, Brody, for saying absolute random shit. Holy. I'm sorry. I'm just triggered, okay? I'm... Put the music. Let's put the music. Hey, music, please work. Music. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Sorry. Okay. We good. Oh. Happy to see you here. This comment's deleted. I mean, do we have any other do we have any other Linux fucker? I have a harmless party vid if you wanna cool off. I'll get it. I'll get it. Is it the Apple thing? Absolutely, I'll take it. Let me find it. I'm sorry. The reason why it triggers me that much is... like, I did this for like 2 months, and I was like, you know what? This is probably unhealthy. We should probably not do this. Alright.
At Apple, we believe in a future without wires. And this belief drove the design of our new, totally wireless, fully connected product, the Airbag. Thanks to a combination of the most advanced folded paper technology and Apple's new W1 chip, Apple has the power to deliver the world's most intelligent bag. Infrared motion sensors and accelerometers automatically detect moisture, weight, and fullness, and can wirelessly deliver your airbag status to all of your connected Apple devices. The airbag provides up to 3 hours of use on a single charge. And the airbag fits your lifestyle in a number of ways. As a grocery carrying device, a cat home, a Hallows Eve mask, a bag hutch, and a receptacle for disposing your obsolete Apple products.
Based.
The airbag comes equipped with standard 5-pound capacity, or for a larger capacity, the Airbag Plus. And the ultra-portable Airbag Mini. And introducing the future of wireless, the AirPod bag, a completely handle-free shopping bag. Apple, we don't even know what you want anymore, and we don't care.
Based. Good meme, good meme. Ah! We've got Adolf Hitler. It's a different vid. Not that vid, lol. If some of y'all didn't see this vid, go watch it sometime. About 100 fans. Is it like rage bait or is it a real vid? Because if it's a real vid, I don't know how much I want to watch it. Oh, it's a vid ID. Give me a moment, I'll do it.
Within South Korea,
30 minutes, my friend. Okay, I'll watch it on my free time when I play Deadlock. Nah, not going to steal the content that freaking hard. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's on me. Is it like, I'm Canadian and that's the issue? I copied the ID, my brother. Hey, in the future, Ned, if you want to share a link, do it in Discord. And just yell at me to go watch it. Yeah, that's our certified technique. Okay. Okay, let's just put a sneak peek of what the fuck Ned is putting into the Discord. Ned, you're unhinged, okay? Why did this make me laugh? Oh, Ned. I mean, all the media that you're sharing is like downright a violation of human right. Like, didn't you do like a compressed version of one of my kernel video where it looks like I'm like taking some hostage in it because the quality is so bad? I don't know, I have a hard time finding it now. But you, Ned, are on Inge. This is my stream now. Okay, I watch a few videos by this guy, Utruck's channel land. My expression is the... Oh, if you say religious in the same sense as I do, this is awesome. Fuck me. Okay. Guess we're not finding what you were talking about. Oh. Sorry. kind of a dumb fuck on a part-time basis. I love you all, okay? I love you all. Oh no. Oh no. We're going to read this and we're going to want to kill ourselves, okay? I'm ready. I'm ready. This channel is an independent voice, a critical, self-critical look at how we relate to Linux and technology, free from sponsor, algorithm logic, and pleasing my audience. I move between tech history, philosophical reflection, and deep critiques of Linux projects. Sometimes I dive into trivia topic like everyday software mishap. I provide nothing, ask for nothing. Don't expect me to be perfect or say what you want to hear. Quality content include pieces that makes us think. Even ones we don't like. This is a journey of intellectual honesty and critical thinking. This channel supports open source by donating 25% of AdSense revenue to open source channels. Did he? Okay, that's not necessarily proving a thing. And by the way, 25% for a channel this size, for 1 month, that's 25 bucks. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, or maybe he's just like a giga spammer. He seems to be the type of guy who like prints a lot. Never seen this. Never seemed like I'd be best to read by a diabetes guy. Let's, you know what? Let's
I
listen.
recently saw yet another video
Okay, is the sound okay? Will we like...
from a mainstream YouTuber with the title, Why Nobody Uses Linux. And every time I read titles like that...
Okay. We are going to take him at his word, okay? He says that he is a critical thinker, okay? So if he's a critical thinker, right? If he has a big brain, when you see this, okay? When you see this, what's the first thing that comes to your brain, folks? I want an answer, okay? There is one good answer only. One. And it's very easy. Yes. Thanks, Isaac. Clickbait and rage bait. Okay, there's two answers, but it's okay. So, what is he going to say? Okay, let's... It's good sometime to, like, apprehend what somebody will say and, like, think in advance and stop the video and say to yourself, oh, what should someone say? What is the right answer here before the person actually does it? And if when he answers it, it's dumb as fuck, well, we kind of get where it's going. Okay, so let's... I'm going over this. Hey, yo.
My blood runs cold. Because it's like opening a video and reading, why doesn't everyone drive a Ferrari? Or why doesn't everyone wear a Rolex? You're asking the wrong question. Worse still, you're using the wrong metric to measure success. I've been a Linux user for 20 years, and after watching this video, I realized it's time to set...
First of all, yes, that's AI. Nobody uses Linux because they don't care to fight against the lack of software support from most company. Also, it's not the norm. Sigma grind Linux. Nobody uses Linux because I'm going to roast. For most people, Linux is fucking shit. Sorry. So right now, Like most people, they don't even need Windows, okay? Let me just be clear, okay? I'll be clear. Most people don't even need a computer. A computer, a big tower computer, is shit for most people. A laptop is dumb for most people too, okay? Most people need something like right in between, something that feels like a Chromebook, okay? That's what most people should probably be, okay? And I don't know if Chromebooks are considered Linux, if they're, well, I know that they're at their core Linux, but weren't they, like, separated differently when they do these calculus? Because if they wouldn't, like, separate types of device and put them into the mobile category, it would, like, fuck something up when they do these things. Anyway. So right now, his blood is pumping. He's triggered by the fact that he saw rage bait. And his analogy is that not everyone is driving a Ferrari. Okay, Linux is based for everyone. It's people that are wrong. I feel like we're talking politics. Technically, Linux is the ideal OS. Ideal does not mean normalize. People put these axioms. Okay. I don't get why more tickies don't run type 1 hypervisor with PCIe pass-through, basically native performance, can run the reason why is because it is a little bit retarded in modern times to do that. So, number one, okay, so if you're a gamer, the kernel anti-cheat will not allow you to do that. So you're wasting your time if you want to play more game than Linux, because on Linux you'll be able to emulate pretty much emulate everything with Wine. So you'll be able to like get everything working. Proton is doing a freaking good job, but like you don't get more from the pass-through. The pass-through is useless today. But for other thing, maybe like Sophiophil, I'm not saying that it would be like completely useless. I just don't know the use case for anything else. But I know that in the gaming space, this was a big thing. But Wine having taken that much like space, there's really no need for it, right? There's a reason why there's a reason why Vert.io is having a hard time finding maintainers, and it's not because everybody wants to do a pass-through. Car analogies are always terrible. Your CPU is like the wheels. Guy who hasn't been taking his pills. Based. My thought is Linux is something to play with. Use it if you want to. I like the woman analogy better. Microsoft is like a cheap slot, whereas Linux is an sexual librarian. You know what? The only thing you're telling me is that I should probably have a Windows PC running around, and the last thing I would want is a Linux computer. Oh man, the objectify women stream. Wasn't expecting that one. Oh man. Okay. But no, it's just that like most people don't need a computer. Windows just works, trademark. And I mean, that's just it, right? That's just it. If there was a team there for like permanent like marketing for Linux since day one, maybe we would like have we would have Linux by now. But like Ubuntu tried it. Ubuntu had a religious like focus on trying to get everybody to use Linux and to make Linux easy. That was their selling point back in like 2006. So like they didn't manage to do it. It's just that Microsoft just works. Fuck Mary Kill, fuck Windows, marry Linux, kill Apple. I don't know, what would be Apple in this example? Like if we were to put a woman to Apple. Oh, 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 Apple would be a Miami bimbo. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. I couldn't resist making you curious for some drama story for a moment. We're still together. Oh, you're good, you're good. Alright. I don't even know. We're still in the intro. Okay, we're not even 30 seconds in.
Set the record straight. Not to defend Linux. Linux doesn't need to be defended,
Not to defend Linux.
but to dismantle
And I'm sorry.
user for 20 years.
Linux user for 20 years. This guy is 23 years old. Top. I don't trust the Clanker's opinion on Linux. Yeah, it's probably mostly AI. Oh boy, it is AI. It's kind of triggering to see somebody having the same amount of subscriber to you with an AI channel. Ah, fuck. Apple equals model who thinks she's a genius because everyone tell her what. Oh, that's pretty true. But I mean, like, we're Linux users, right? So when we see Apple, we're like, yeah, Apple, right? But Apple works. It works, right? When you have an iPhone, when you have a MacBook, when you have everything Apple, there's a reason why they sell, and it's not just because people like to have the fancy thing. It's also because it works. So,
And after watching this video, I realized it's time to set the record straight.
set the record
Not to
straight.
defend Linux. Linux doesn't need to
defend
be
Linux.
defended, but to dismantle this infantile and propagandistic narrative that certain mainstream
Propagandistic.
YouTubers keep perpetuating. YouTubers who, by the way, don't even use Linux.
They don't even use
So
it.
buckle up.
Buckle
Because
up.
today I'm not going to make the usual video, Linux is beautiful, try it.
Nah.
I'm going to do something much more uncomfortable. I'll tell you why Linux should not be for everyone.
Base.
And why this is not a failure, but a victory of principles. Not be for everyone.
What is going on? Why is he installing Java? What's going on? What's this time on his computer? It's like midnight. Yes, this is VM. He's in VirtualBox. He's in VirtualBox. Oh no. This guy is just like he just spun up a VM for this.
Everyone.
Why?
And why this is not a failure, but a victory of principles.
Oh, principles. Am I going to die on that sentence? Being extremely relevant doesn't mean being extremely diffused. Am I the only one that's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. You know, man. If the cat's not gay, he won't go away. What have I just said? What's that logic? What have we... What is this? We're still in the intro. Kill
Let's start
me.
with a fact. Do you know what percentage of the world's vehicle fleet Ferraris represent? Less than 0.1%. Yet Ferrari is universally recognized as the icon of sports cars, a symbol of design, technical excellence, racing supremacy.
Okay, that's ChatGPT. We're done. I use a MacBook for work. I'm Who the fuck? Isaac, are you okay? Okay, I need to know the video about X11 now. Isaac, are you are you under the influence? Are you being assaulted? It's even worse. Okay, you're just trying to bait me, you little bitch. Oh my god. I use a MacBook at work. All of our dev machines are ephemeral, self-cloud hosted remote machine that the ADE connects to, so you are basically never using your laptop for any processing. That's the future. How bad can it get? I didn't read it. In a world of Wayland. BXorg. Who replies to this? Why am I? I don't know if you have that option on your side. But at the top I have the option for live chat and top chat. Maybe that's something that you can do on your end too. If you do top chat, you won't see everyone. You need to put it at live. Wow, so inspirational. In a world of Windows, be Linux. In a world of Wayland, be Xlib. It is stopped by default. I know it's triggering me too. Wayland is the reason I'm moving back to Slackware. Thought I was gonna watch an alternative. Like, we should look into these people. Like, is this all AI songs? Probably, right? Was about to be racist for a second.
Every time you open a window on Linux, you're using code written in the 1980s. But what I'm about to tell you isn't some boring story about outdated software.
No? No?
Software. It's the story of a secret war, corporate betrayals, and a piece of technology so brilliant it's still powering the most powerful computers on Earth. I'm talking about Xorg. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll realize this stuff is way cooler than you think. Get ready, because we're about to uncover how 4 programmers changed the world, how a single line of code destroyed a software empire, and why Wall Street traders still refuse to use Wayland. It all starts in
Wall Street traders still refuse to use Wayland? My friend. First of all, there is no such thing as a Wall Street trader in the year of our Lord, 2025. Okay? That's the first one. Second one, if they would know what Wayland is, please, for the love of God, don't let them be the person that trade your stocks. Please, okay? I make bad choices with my stocks, but this is a whole new level. Yeah, if you're old school, you'll use the Bloomberg terminal. Oh my brain's going to explode. Traders. And to me, I will pronounce them the same. The Wall Street traders. Get them shot. This comment's deleted is absolutely rock hard. What? We killing the traders? I'm in. Alright. I don't know. Do we have more dumb shit to look at? Is that all for today? Am I too sleepy for this one? I think that's about it, folks. I'm going to be there tomorrow, alright? In all cases, everyone I've met who call themselves a quantitative trader. What the fuck would be a quantitative trader? I'm confused. Is this something that people call themselves? Look up what quant mean. Okay, what does quant mean? Quant, a professional who analyzes and manages quantitative data. Sorry. Thanks, Bing. Quantitative data, often in finance. Oh, okay, I think that you... oh, I know. It's a musical instrument. Yeah, but these yeah, we had some talks about some of this. But I mean, each time I see these kind of things, like my feeling is just that I'm getting lied to, right? When I see anybody like talking about we're going to take data of prior things that happen in the finance world to be able to know the fucking future, it's like, no? How about instead of doing this, I'll just invest it all in oil, okay? That's the maple way, okay? My Alberta friend, here I come. We put it all on Synovus. But yeah, I just don't know. There's some things in life where you just look at it and it feels like you're getting stolen from, right? It's a little bit like getting asked for a credit card number on the phone. It's just like, it doesn't feel great. But grandma is hyped up to give her credit card number and the 3 little numbers at the back. You aren't investing in the maple syrup cartel? Won't they come after you? Well, technically, my family's in the maple maple syrup cartel. That's why I have so much of it. Today I was profiling some trading tools, some trading code, and got trolled by someone sending expensive transaction that just print the free-ren manga. I don't even want to Google that because that's probably like not safe for work, but sure it was funny. But yeah. No, I there's just something that I don't. No, Sophiophil, I've got some principle, okay? We only invest in Canada. Chapter 22, over and over again. It's a mainstream anime. I don't know what it is, and I am not Googling any weeb shit, okay? Any whatsoever. Preferable to die than being a weeb. Okay, I'm trying to I've been trying to get out of this for the last 10 minutes. So now I'll get out for real. I'll make this thing that I do. Like, I try to say bye-bye, but I do it like this. So I look like giga-fascistic. So I'll do it. The weeb shit was on our system again, so I got stuck. They're writing to the mainframe. They're sending the weeb shit. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was partially raised in someone in Saint-Marc, super small place. Yep. What's going on there? We're getting the fuck out, Volt. We're getting the fuck out. We were roasting a bunch of things, so it's a VOD that is actually funny for like the last half hour. So go watch it, okay? I'll put ads on it. But hey, okay, enough. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Love you all.